dread waking up every day in this body because of my weight. That's the main reason my life is hard. I just want to be free.
I just never envisioned being here at this size. There's never a time when I'm not in extreme pain.
Dr. Now doesn't sugarcoat anything, and that's exactly why fans love him. His savage comebacks, blunt truth bombs, and no-nonsense attitude have become legendary on My 600-Pound Life. When patients make excuses, Dr. Now fires back with reality, and it's always iconic. Today, we're counting down Dr. Now's most savage moments ever caught on camera. Deshawn's life feels like a waking nightmare. At only 28, he's trapped inside a body that no longer listens to him. His siblings do everything for him, from bringing food to helping him move, while he watches helplessly. Every morning feels like a punishment he can't escape. What hurts most is that he never imagined life would turn out this way. He doesn't even know how much he weighs anymore. But somewhere beneath the exhaustion and frustration, there's still a flicker of hope, and that's what keeps him going.
2 sisters and 1 brother. So now I'm stuck in this situation where I'm the oldest out of 4, but my younger siblings taking care of me. Diamond.
Actual towel.
Sucker wash up.
You can see it in Deshawn's eyes, the mix of shame and exhaustion as he calls for help. Every time his sister assists him, you can tell he hates needing it. Still, she's there, patient and loving, helping him without complaint. It's not pity, it's care born out of deep affection. She knows he's struggling and refuses to let him face it alone. It's heartbreaking, but also beautiful. Their bond is strong, and maybe, just maybe, that love will be the thing that finally helps him change.
It's stuck. Helping bathe him, it's kind of tough. It's kind of awkward. I'm not washing up my mom or my dad, I'm washing up my big brother. So it's like my little big brother. Washing him up is a little awkward. But nobody wants nobody around smelling or...
Hearing that Deshawn sometimes goes months without bathing is almost unbelievable. His sister steps in, washing and drying him because no one else will. It's not just about hygiene, it's about dignity. She's doing what she can to help her brother hold on to some sense of normalcy. Imagine the emotional weight of that for both of them. It's love in its rawest form, uncomfortable, selfless, and necessary. Still, you can't help but think he deserves more than this half-life of survival.
I do like the store runs for him, and sometimes I'll go get his food for him if he needs it. Sometimes I could. Whatever he needs, I'm there. I'm there to help.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, Ma.
I'm coming in.
Okay.
How you feeling today?
All right.
When Deshawn's mom talks about how spoiled he was as a child, it becomes painfully clear how things spiraled. After years of struggling to have more kids, she finally got her first son and gave him everything he wanted: food, comfort, attention. It was all his. What began as motherly love turned into a pattern of indulgence that slowly destroyed him. You can almost feel her guilt as she talks. She thought she was protecting him, but she was unknowingly helping him build the cage he's trapped in now.
A couple of years later, the stepdad came in the picture. That's when it started to get worse. I did not get along with my stepdad at all. Well, my stepdad used to call me slow, dumb, fat. So I was focused on my friends and not him, staying out the house.
Deshawn's bond with his mom runs deep, rooted in years of chaos and survival. As a boy, he stood up for her, shielding her from his stepdad's anger. That's a heavy burden for a child to carry. He learned early on that protection meant love, and food became their shared comfort. It explains everything: the closeness, the codependency, the fear of letting go. He may be a grown man now, but emotionally, he's still that little boy defending his mom, even at the cost of his own peace.
All right, any more chips?
No. You around any sweets?
They got lemon cake.
Let me see. Oh.
That's the lemon cake, and this one's the Mississippi.
You might as well get both.
All right, we're about to go grab the ice cream and pretty much be hitting.
Can you grab cookies and cream?
Hearing Deshawn admit that he doesn't believe he can change is gut-wrenching. You can see the defeat in his body language, the exhaustion in his tone. He wants to believe, but every failure has carved doubt deep into his heart. Still, there's a tiny spark of hope left. He hasn't completely given up. That hope, fragile as it is, could be the start of something new. If his family continues to lift him up, maybe he'll find the strength to lift himself.
I've been big my whole life, so it's just, I don't know. Everything I tried don't work. I tried exercising, I tried dieting, and nothing really helps. I'll lose like 5 to 10 pounds, but it comes right back.
Well, whatever you're eating right now is supporting 700 pounds.
When Deshawn finally sits down with Dr. Now, it feels like a turning point. He opens up about his struggle, how every time he loses weight, he gains it all back. You can hear the frustration in his voice. It's like he's stuck in an endless loop of disappointment. Dr. Now listens carefully, cutting through excuses without judgment. This is more than just a medical meeting. It's the beginning of accountability. For the first time, Deshawn's pain isn't met with pity, but with a plan.
I was taking care of him, and it seemed like a free place to stay, and free food and everything. So he has a lot of reasons not to change his situation and start taking responsibility for himself. So I will hopefully be able to talk to his caregiver.
Dr. Now wastes no time. He tells Deshawn exactly what's at stake, his life. The doctor's concern is real, and his tone makes it clear there's no time to waste. He doesn't want Deshawn to end up bedridden and hopeless. Instead, he lays out a roadmap to recovery, discipline, diet, and therapy. It's harsh, but necessary. Deshawn may be scared, but he finally has someone who won't sugarcoat his situation. For once, it feels like someone truly believes he can change, if he's willing to fight for it.
Okay, good. We'll kind of turn back around. We'll come back towards the bed. My goal for him, trying to get up a little bit more frequently and move, and it doesn't have to be long distances. Short distances is enough. And if Sean were to do his exercises 2 or 3 times a day, it's not going to take long for him to...
Dr. Now sends a physical therapist to help Deshawn move again, and it's inspiring to watch. The exercises are small, but for Deshawn, they're monumental. Each stretch, each step is a battle against the body that's been holding him hostage. The therapist praises his effort, noting his determination. It's proof that progress doesn't always look dramatic. It's built one painful, deliberate move at a time. If he keeps this up, surgery could become more than just a dream. It could be his second chance at life.
The changes are working for Deshawn, and hopefully lose some weight, okay?
Alrighty, thank you so much.
All right, and if you need anything, you may call.
Okay, you have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. It's a little bit like I suspected. Deshawn is more of a driving force, eating unhealthy.
Unfortunately, progress doesn't always last. Deshawn begins to relapse, slipping back into bad habits and poor eating choices. Dr. Now sees it immediately. The doctor's frustration isn't cruelty, it's concern. He believes Deshawn's family, though loving, enables him too much. They give in to his cravings instead of helping him resist them. It's painful to hear, but he's right. Love without boundaries isn't support, it's sabotage. If they can't change their behavior, Deshawn might never break free from his.
And we moved from that neighborhood.
You're in a quiet neighborhood. I'm
Yeah.
still worried that you're stuck in the house, though.
I mean, I don't know. It's nothing really out there for me to do, really. Well, it is, but nothing that I'm interested
You ever have
in.
a job, Deshawn?
No.
Dr. Now brings in a psychiatrist, hoping to fix what diet alone can't. But Deshawn isn't exactly eager to talk. He sits there, quiet and withdrawn, barely engaging. His body may be in the room, but his mind seems miles away. The therapist tries to reach him, to pull out the pain buried deep inside, but it's clear Deshawn isn't ready yet. Watching him struggle to care is heartbreaking. You want to shake him, to remind him that change begins with effort, but he's still lost in his own doubt.
I don't know. It felt like we kept going over each other. That is over.
I mean, did you get anything out of it?
I mean, he tried to help as best as he could. It's just my stubbornness.
I mean, your stubbornness, like how? Like talking about stuff you don't want to talk about?
Yeah.
That you need to let.
After therapy, Deshawn admits something honest. His stubbornness gets in the way. That simple statement is powerful. It's the first real self-awareness we've seen from him. Acknowledging that he's part of the problem means he can also be part of the solution. It's not much, but it's a start. Change begins with honesty, and for Deshawn, that might be the crack in the wall he needs. If he can lean into that truth instead of hiding from it, real growth might finally follow.
Here, coming socializing, like.
It's hard to do stuff.
Yeah, that's another thing I gotta do is get over that and start opening up more, because I mean, doing the little stuff I've been doing is kind of helping, starting to come out my shell.
It's helping.
Yeah, so it's just...
It's refreshing to see Deshawn somewhere other than his bed. The small victories, moving, sitting upright, smiling, speak volumes. He's finally showing signs of life, both physically and mentally. The difference is in his energy. He's lighter, more open, even if just a little. It's still a long road ahead, but this moment feels hopeful. Maybe the therapy, the tough love, and his family's support are starting to break through the wall of apathy. Maybe, for the first time, he's choosing to fight back.
But I hear you're refusing to go with the transport to the clinic.
So what's going on?
Because I don't have my shoes yet.
You waiting for your shoes?
Yeah,
Okay, so when you gonna have those shoes?
sometime soon.
You don't know when?
Either today, tomorrow, or by Monday.
When Dr. Now tells Deshawn he's proud, it's more than just words, it's validation. For someone who's battled self-doubt and disappointment for years, that praise means everything. It's proof that his effort matters, that he's capable of change. Deshawn smiles, and it feels genuine. After so much pain and frustration, he's finally earning back respect, both from Dr. Now and from himself. The question now is whether he can keep this momentum. But for today, this is a win worth celebrating.
I thought he quit 4 months ago when he refused to go to a local clinic. I got more optimistic when he answered one of my calls and agreed to at least start PT again. But after one more session, he quit again.
Juan is a 47-year-old man whose life has completely fallen apart under his own weight. He says every day feels like waking up in a nightmare that never ends. Even the smallest movements are painful, and just getting out of bed is an exhausting battle. He never imagined his body would become this big or this heavy, yet here he is, trapped inside it. Still, beneath all that despair, there's a quiet hope. Maybe, just maybe, he can find the strength to turn things around. His journey begins right here.
That I was, mobility issues that I have today are nothing that I ever expected when I was younger. I just never envisioned being here at this size.
You can clearly see how much Juan hates what his life has become. The pain on his face says it all. Every step he takes feels like his body is fighting against him. Sometimes the pain gets so bad, he can't even stand for long. But even though it's hard to watch, there's something brave about his effort. He doesn't give up completely. He still tries to move, no matter how painful it gets. And that tiny spark of determination might be what saves him in the end.
I'm dependent upon people to help me dress, and I really hate that. Currently, I live with my sister and my nephew and my niece. I've been living with my sister off and on since losing mobility.
Juan's family can't help but feel partly responsible. His brother admits he worries about him constantly and fears what could happen if nothing changes. You can tell they truly care and want him to live longer, healthier, and happier. They help with the things he can no longer do himself, basic things most people take for granted. It's painful for them to watch, but they still show up, and in a story filled with struggle, that kind of love and loyalty means more than anything else.
When he wants something, he's real persistent. So I don't like it, but to come to the grip that this is what's gonna happen.
My mom, she's a down-home Southern Cajun Creole cook, and I love being around my mom's cooking.
It's easy to judge, but the truth is, Juan's mother loves him deeply. When he says he's hungry, she never hesitates. She cooks whatever he asks for. In her heart, she just wants to make him happy, even if it means feeding the problem. She doesn't see that every plate she serves pushes him further away from recovery. It's not cruelty, it's love in the wrong form. But sometimes love that always says yes can do more damage than hate that says no.
Hearing my mother cry, and every boy wants to be able to protect their mother. So because we were so young, we couldn't do anything about it. I felt angry a lot. I felt sad. I don't know why, but eating a candy bar just made me feel better.
Juan opens up about his childhood, and it's heartbreaking. He grew up watching his father abuse his mother, powerless to stop it. That kind of pain leaves deep scars. As a little boy, he had no one to protect him and no way to escape the chaos. So he found comfort in the only thing that didn't hurt: food. Eating became his hiding place, his way of coping. The tragedy is that the very thing that saved him as a child is now slowly destroying his life as an adult.
Can you grab me a bottle of water, please? Thank you. I was always musically inclined, doing piano keyboard lessons. When I graduated high school, I had been afforded chances to be a part of groups and choirs who was doing things, traveling, having events.
5 to 10 meals a day. That's how much Juan eats to quiet the noise in his head. It's more than hunger, it's survival. Every bite is a way to numb the memories he can't forget. He admits he hates what food has done to him, but it's the only thing that ever made him feel safe. You can't help but think about how different his life might have been if his father hadn't filled his childhood with so much fear. It's a sad and painful cycle that never really ended.
Which led me into, now being a pastor myself. But then somewhere along the way, my increasing weight began to affect my mobility until one day I fell and it was hell getting me up.
There was a moment that changed everything. Juan once fell so badly that he couldn't stand back up. The fear in that moment was unbearable. He thought he might die right there on the floor. Thankfully, his brother was with him and helped him to his feet. From that day on, Juan promised himself he'd never live alone again. It was a wake-up call that showed him just how close he was to losing everything. Sometimes it takes a terrifying moment to open your eyes.
These days, my health is worse than it's ever been. And most of the times, it's a real strain for me to leave the house. So I try and avoid it, with the exception of grocery shopping. That's something I make an extra effort to participate in.
For a second, it looked like Juan wouldn't even fit into the car. It's one of those moments that's sad and funny all at once. But when he finally manages to get in, you can't help but feel hopeful. If he can do that, maybe he can do more. Maybe he can fight back. It's a small victory, but it shows that he's still trying. And sometimes, that's how change starts. Not with a huge transformation, but with one small, stubborn step forward.
Having instances where I feel I might stroke out.
Mackie, that's what I need. It's getting harder for him to move around and to do the things that he would like to do. And now he's gotten to the point where he's disgusted.
Juan's mother speaks from the heart. She says her son has reached a point where even he can't stand what he's become. She's terrified that one day he might not wake up, and that fear breaks her completely. Still, she never gives up on him. She believes deep down that her son can change, that he can fight his way back to life. It's a kind of love that only a mother can give. Unconditional, patient, and strong, even when everything looks hopeless.
I'm willing to push him in the right direction and assist him instead of assisting them in doing all the wrong things, assisting them in doing the right things.
I know I can't live forever at this size.
Finally, the breakthrough we've been waiting for. Juan decides that he's ready to change his life. He admits that he needs help and is tired of living this way. It's not an easy thing to say, but it's the first real step toward healing. You can see the determination in his eyes. He wants to fight for his future now, but wanting change and making it happen are two different things. The real question is, does he have the strength to follow through? Only time will tell.
And he helps them to find a healthy way to live. Because I'm admitting to myself and others, I no longer have my hands on the wheel like I should. It's going to be a long drive, that it will be unpleasant. This is a route that I know pretty well because we lived in Houston after Hurricane Katrina. And I've been back and forth a lot, but my health is worse than it's ever been.
Packing up his bags, Juan admits that he's scared. The trip to see Dr. Now feels overwhelming, and he's afraid his body won't handle it. But fear or not, he still goes. That alone says everything about his courage. After all, it's not easy to face the truth about yourself, especially when that truth weighs over 600 pounds. Still, Juan takes that journey because somewhere deep inside, he believes that he's worth saving, and that belief might just be the spark he needs to start over.
I heard that he's rather strict, but I'm okay with it. Hopefully he'll commit to taking me on as a patient. My health is declining. There's no one to blame but me. So if I want to live, I know I have to make the necessary changes.
At the hospital, Juan's fears become real. The scale reads 672 pounds, and the number hits him like a punch to the chest. You can see the shock on his face, the disbelief, the fear, the guilt. He worries that even Dr. Now might not be able to help someone this far gone. But if there's one thing we know about Dr. Now, it's that he never backs down from a challenge. The question now is whether Juan can handle the truth that's coming his way.
Follow that and try to lose weight to the point that surgery is going to be safe for you. We're going to do a follow-up with you in 2 months, and I want you to lose 70 pounds by then and show me you're going to be able to do this. And we're going to give you some instruction that will break down the diet and exercises you need to follow.
Meeting Dr. Now is like meeting reality itself. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. He tells Juan that he must lose 70 pounds in 2 months if he wants to qualify for surgery. No excuses. No shortcuts, just discipline and effort. You can see Juan processing it all, realizing that this isn't going to be easy, but surprisingly, he doesn't argue. He nods, quietly determined. For the first time, you get the feeling that maybe, just maybe, he's ready to fight for his life.
It's been a couple weeks since I saw Dr. Now, and I've already made a lot of changes to my life and my diet, so I can try to reach his goals that he set for me to lose weight.
Okay, Juan, here's your breakfast, the omelet and your water.
I went over everything Dr. Now gave me me with the diet and exercise.
Weeks pass, and for once, things start looking up. Juan is actually following the plan, sticking to his diet, and doing his best. The most beautiful part is that his mother is doing it with him. They cook healthy meals together, motivate each other, and celebrate small wins. You can see their bond growing stronger with every step. It's not just about losing weight anymore. It's about rebuilding trust, hope, and love. And that's the kind of progress that no scale can ever measure.
Even when it feels like I'm too tired.
Gotta hold the ball. Yeah, you gotta hold the ball.
Wait, inside.
You gotta do this.
No.
This is outside and inside.
No, bruh. And too much pain to do exercises. Or when the cravings hit me really hard and all I want is something sweet. So I'm doing my best and giving it my all.
Seeing Juan play basketball with his nephew is like watching a miracle in motion. He's sweating, breathing heavily, but he's smiling, a real proud smile. For the first time in a long time, he's not defined by his weight. He's just an uncle having fun. It's such a small moment, yet it means everything. He's learning that health isn't just about numbers on a scale, it's about feeling alive again. His progress might be slow, but his spirit is finally starting to move faster.
Before I was 627, and the doctor told me to lose 70 pounds in 2 months. So if I did that, I'll be 557 or less.
Your weight today is 618.
When Juan steps on the scale and finds out he's only lost 9 pounds, the disappointment is crushing. You can see it in his eyes. He wanted to make Dr. Now proud. He wanted to prove to himself that all the effort mattered. But even though the number is small, the work behind it is huge. This isn't failure, it's just part of the process. Sometimes the body takes time to catch up to the heart, and Juan's heart is finally in the right place.
So we get you to talk to nutritionists to understand what's good and what to do with your eating habit. And they go over all the stuff that you used to eat and help you with that. Okay?
Dr. Now can see the effort Juan's been putting in, and instead of giving up on him, he gives him another chance. That's rare. He tells Juan to keep going, to stay focused, and to prove that he really wants this. You can tell the doctor sees something in him, something worth saving. And honestly, he's right. Juan isn't lazy or hopeless. He's just learning how to live differently. With a little more time, he might just surprise everyone, including himself.
Body, mind, and spirit. I really need this. Last time I was 577 and it was the same goal to lose 70 pounds over 2 months.
You can step on the scale whenever you're ready.
So if I did that, I'll be right there at 500 pounds.
Your weight today is 505.
9 long months later, Juan returns to the hospital, and the difference is unbelievable. The scale drops to 505 pounds. It's not just weight he's lost, it's fear, pain, and years of regret. The road wasn't easy, but he never gave up. When Dr. Now sees the results, you can almost feel his pride. Juan did what many thought was impossible. He fought through every setback and came out stronger. It's proof that change is possible when you finally believe you deserve it.
Let's schedule you for a few months from now. What I need to see from you that you just keep going in the right direction and lose at least 10 pounds each month until your surgery, okay?
Yeah, I can do that easily.
Every day feels harder for Karen. She's gotten so big that even walking around her house seems impossible. Her body hurts, her breath is short, and every step feels like a mountain. You can see it in her eyes. She's tired of living like this. But deep down, she still has a small spark of hope that maybe, just maybe, Dr. Now can help her turn things around. Her weight has taken away her freedom, but she's ready to fight for her life back. Karen's story begins like this.
Of my size, I never really know if when I go to bed, if that's gonna be the last time. So it's very hard to sleep when I have different thoughts racing through my head. I worry about the what if scenarios I've created in my head that hasn't even happened, never have happened. But so it just kind of feels like I'm living in a nightmare that I've created.
You don't need anyone to tell you that Karen's pain runs deep. Just watching her move is hard. Even walking to the bathroom feels like torture for her back and legs. She says that sometimes when she goes to bed, she wonders if she'll wake up again. Imagine living every day with that kind of fear. It's heartbreaking, but it also shows how strong she is for trying to keep going. Nobody should live in that much pain, and yet here she is, still fighting through it one day at a time.
I live with my children. I have a son and a daughter, twins. My kids are everything to me. It's humiliating for me having to ask my daughter to help. Amber, hey, you get the shower. and put my shower chair in there as well.
Karen's daughter is truly her biggest blessing. She says she doesn't mind helping her mom, even when it means doing things most people couldn't handle. She'd rather Karen ask for help than risk getting hurt trying to do things alone. And even when Karen apologizes, her daughter just smiles and reminds her that's what love looks like. It's clear that no matter how tough things get, this mother and daughter share a bond that keeps them both going. It's moments like this that give Karen strength to keep trying.
I feel like I can't breathe or my chest is tight. The fact that I'm winded just walking from my bedroom to the bathroom is not good. I'm supposed to take medicine for anxiety, but I haven't been to an appointment in a while, so no medications right now. It's hard to be compliant on medications when you don't go to your doctor's appointments.
Karen reveals that she struggles with asthma and anxiety, two things that make her situation even harder. She's been missing her doctor appointments, which means she's also been skipping her medications for anxiety. That's a dangerous mix, especially when she's already fighting to stay healthy. It's worrying to see her fall behind on her care, but now that she's getting ready to work with Dr. Now, maybe that's about to change. The question is, will she be able to handle both her mental and physical battles at once?
Use food as a security blanket. There was at an age where I was given an assignment, I didn't understand it, and the person who was in charge of helping me with my homework, they beat me like really bad. Actually, I was only in kindergarten when that happened, but it was pretty bad. I still have a lot of disdain for this person to this day.
Now it all starts to make sense. Karen says that when she was younger, feelings were never something she could talk about. Her home wasn't a place where emotions were safe. Whenever she felt scared, lonely, or hurt, food was her only comfort. It was the one thing that never let her down. But what started as comfort became a habit, and that habit turned into her biggest struggle. Hearing her say that really shows how deep her pain goes. She didn't choose this life. It grew from trauma.
It's kind of like an unspoken secret. We don't talk about it, but I think it's just because they're blinded by their love for me and the fact that I still do things. They don't realize how bad it is. Thank you, honey.
I have nothing but good to say about my mama, man. Growing up with her, she like really all I had. She's the most kindest person I've ever met.
Her son's words could melt anyone's heart. He calls his mom his everything, the nicest person in the world to him. You can see how much love they share, and even though Karen struggles to move, she's trying. She takes short walks, little steps that might seem small, but mean everything. Her effort shows she's not giving up. The bond she has with her kids is what keeps her going, and seeing her son cheer her on is just beautiful. Sometimes love really is the best motivation.
Get ready for my appointment with Dr. Now.
Are you doing it in here or in your room, the dining room?
No, I'm gonna have it right over here. That's why I want to straighten up so I can make the area clear. I'm gonna get it all ready for when it's time.
I'm gonna go and bother Granny.
All right.
So
have fun.
Karen proves that where there's a will, there's always a way. She had a panic attack that stopped her from going to her appointment, but instead of quitting, she decided to video call Dr. Now instead. That's pure determination. Even with her anxiety working against her, she still found a way to keep moving forward. It might not seem like a big step, but for someone fighting fear and pain every day, it's huge. Dr. Now is going to see that fight in her and know she's worth helping.
Set up a clinic at your neighborhood to go to and check your weight so we can monitor your progress and see where we are. Because if you don't do that, moving too soon is going to be a problem for you. Weight loss surgery cannot become an option. So you think you can do that?
Dr. Now makes it clear, if Karen wants things to change, she can't stay where she is. Progress doesn't come from comfort. She needs to keep pushing, even when it hurts. It's not just about weight loss anymore. It's about survival. If she wants to be there for her kids and live a healthier life, she has to put in the work. It won't be easy, but nothing worth having ever is. This is the moment that will test how much she truly wants it.
I don't know. This is the point of me doing all of this is to,
I mean, yeah, but it's dangerous.
Everything is dangerous. Staying my size is dangerous, so you just have to pick your danger.
I'd rather you stay that way, because then that's
Well, that's not really gonna help me though, Amber.
Things are starting to look up for Karen. She's been following her new meal plan and cutting out high-calorie foods. Now she's about to have her very first online therapy session, and she's actually excited about it. It's refreshing to see her this motivated and open to help. For the first time in a long while, she seems hopeful. If she keeps up this energy, she might finally break free from the cycle that's been holding her down for years. This could be her turning point.
That dog for a walk.
Oh God, okay.
And you know, taking a dog on a walk is almost like taking him to the movie.
Right.
Because there's all kinds of smells and things out there. I mean, that's as much for your dog as you. That dog deserves to walk around the block. Even if it's a short goal, just to the end of the street and back. Don't retreat when your anxiety jacks up.
That therapy session clearly did her some good. You can see the lightness in Karen's face, like she's starting to believe in herself again. She even smiles more. It's still early, but there's something different about her now. Maybe it's confidence, maybe it's relief, or maybe she's just realizing that she deserves to feel better. Whatever it is, it's working. Watching her take these steps is a reminder that recovery doesn't happen all at once. It happens in moments like this.
I'm sorry, Bismo, I can't. Bismo, come on, honey. Come on, baby. I'm so sorry. I can't do this. Come on. When I first tried to go out, it was overwhelming and I couldn't do it. I knew I wasn't going to be able to go and do it. Come on, boy. Come on, let's go. It just was not a good experience, so it was hard. I came back pretty quick.
Even the smallest changes matter. Karen's daughter notices that her mom is walking faster than before, even if it's just a short trip outside. Sure, she still struggles to stay out long, but the important part is that she's trying. That's progress. Each step she takes is a victory against everything that's been holding her back. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent and seeing her out of the house again, moving, breathing, and smiling a little more. That's huge.
Understand, if you want weight loss surgery, you're gonna have to move down to Houston.
I do, and I'm going to get to a point where I can do that because I am committed to turning my life around.
Okay, we need to set up an appointment, somebody come to you and get some basic tests and check your weight. Are you going to be able to do that?
Yes, Doctor, now I'll be able to do that.
Dr. Now still believes in her. When Karen misses another appointment, she explains it's because of another anxiety attack, but instead of giving up, she promises him that she'll keep trying and come in soon. That kind of honesty takes courage. She could have lied, but she didn't. She owned up to it, and that says a lot about how far she's come mentally. It might not be a big leap forward, but it's still progress, and that's all that matters right now.
I'm a little disappointed, but I'm glad I clearly lost some. Hi, Dr. Now.
Hi, Karen. Well, what is your weight?
It was 604. When I first started, I think I was in a high 600, so I might have still probably lost close to 100 pounds.
Now we finally know where she stands. Someone checks her weight, and the scale shows 604 pounds. She's lost a bit, but she's still got a long way to go. Dr. Now tells her she needs to drop 50 more pounds in 2 months. It's a big challenge, but it's not impossible. You can see the determination in her eyes. She's already come this far, and now it's time to push harder. The question is, can she keep her focus long enough to hit that goal?
Well, it's gonna have to do, but it's not perfect. It's 10:45 and my appointment's at 11:30, so it's time to get going. We can leave out together, but I just want to grab my stuff. Oh, put your shirt down in the back. Okay. All right, come on, Amber.
This moment feels special. Karen finally steps outside her house for the first time in a while. She's managed to calm her anxiety and prepare for the long trip to see Dr. Now in person. You can tell how proud her family is of her. It took a lot of courage for her to reach this point. Whether she realizes it or not, this moment marks a new chapter. She's not just leaving her home, she's leaving her fear behind, one brave step at a time.
The doctor for my mother, I wouldn't say freaked out, but she definitely was a bit shaky, anxious, nervous. It felt off. I'm not used to seeing her act like that. You can call, can't you?
I don't know, I'm just gonna have to go back home and I'll just call when I get home. I don't know what this means.
But just when things seem to be going well, fear creeps back in. On her way to see Dr. Now, Karen gets cold feet. She starts to panic and decides she's not ready yet. She wants to lose more weight first, to prove she can do it. Maybe it's fear talking, or maybe it's her trying to protect herself from disappointment. Either way, it's a setback. But not the end. As long as she doesn't give up completely, there's still hope for her recovery.
It's just frustrating because I know I'm doing really well. I feel that the scale wasn't accurate because the nurse had a hard time zeroing out the weights. I just want to prove to Dr. Now that I'm going to lose the goal that he gave me to lose so I can show him that I'm serious about it.
Dr. Now doesn't hold back. He tells Karen that she's not progressing as much as she thinks she is. He knows she can do better, and she knows it too. It's a tough moment to watch, but maybe it's exactly what she needs to hear. Sometimes honesty hurts, but it's the push that turns everything around. If Karen can take his words as motivation instead of defeat, she might still have a real shot at changing her life for good.
we can continue with that.
I appreciate that, but thank you. I have my own therapist I'm going to continue to work with.
Okay, well, I hope you do. And if you do start making better progress and you're able to go out and overcome your agoraphobia, give me a call, okay?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Now.